Hello, students, and welcome back finally to my channel. I'm Julie, as you already know, and tonight in this lesson, we are going back to work on the phrasal verbs. Tonight, we're going to be working on phrasal verb number 8, and we are going to be using break. Phrasal verbs with break. Now, this is exciting. So let's get started on this exciting lesson. Phrasal verbs 8 with break. Phrasal verbs are used everywhere in English with all verb tenses and in all types of communications, including daily conversations, emails, movies, books, news, social media, business, and in academic settings. Phrasal verbs are essential for achieving natural fluency in English, and your vocabulary will be very limited without them. Learning all these phrasal verbs can be challenging at times because sometimes the phrasal verb carries a meaning that is much different from the verb alone. There are many phrasal verbs in English, and to become fluent, you must learn all of them to master your comprehension and speaking ability in order to have more expressive and natural conversations. But don't worry, because in this lesson, I am going to give you lots of examples so that you will be able to use these words correctly and with confidence. So let's get started with phrasal verbs with break. So we'll start with break down, and this means to stop working or functioning, to lose emotional control, to separate or divide into parts, or to clearly explain something. Let's do some sample sentences. She broke down in tears when she heard the terrible news. You look a little confused, so I will break it down for you. The elevator in my building keeps breaking down, so I have to use the stairs. Fortunately, my apartment is on the 3rd floor. I fear that she will break down because of all the stress she is dealing with. My teacher is really good at breaking down these complicated math problems. My car broke down on the highway and I had to call a tow truck. Oh, this is not fun when this happens. When your car breaks down, you call the tow truck, you end up being late for work, and sometimes you have to buy a new car. Let's look at break up. This means to end a relationship, to separate into pieces, to end a physical fight or argument, to have a poor or weak telephone or video connection. I think that Jane and her boyfriend are going to break up. They use icebreakers to break up the ice on the lakes and rivers in the springtime. Fortunately, the police arrived quickly and broke up the fight. I can't hear you. You are breaking up. Break into, to enter a place illegally or by force, to suddenly start doing something, to enter a field or activity. Somebody broke into our cottage last weekend and stole all our food. Several teenagers were arrested for breaking into cars in my neighborhood. My daughter is trying to break into the film industry, but it's very difficult. The audience broke into laughter on numerous occasions because the comedian was so funny. She broke into tears after she read the letter that said that she wasn't accepted into the university. Now that's always heartbreaking. Of course, young people are going to break into tears when they get that bad news, for sure. Break out, to start suddenly, like a disease, a war, a fire, or trouble. To escape from a detention center, to get a skin rash. I heard on the news that 2 prisoners broke out of prison last night, but they were quickly apprehended. I will break out in a rash if I eat seafood. We all hope that war will not break out between those 2 countries. Another fight broke out at school today. Panic broke out when the people heard a loud explosion. The firemen confirmed that the fire broke out in the kitchen and quickly spread to the rest of the house. Oh my gosh. The fire started in the kitchen and quickly spread to the rest of the house. The house is now destroyed completely. Break in, to enter illegally, to interrupt someone, to make something more comfortable with use. I'm sorry to break in, but I have a very important question. Some thieves broke in through the back door last night and stole all their jewelry. You always break in when I'm talking. Please wait till I finish talking. Then you can ask me anything you want. He has to break in his new baseball glove before the big game. I love these new shoes, but I need to break them in before I wear them to work. We've all been there, right, ladies? Of course. Break them in before you start walking downtown on the streets with these shoes, because your feet are really going to hurt. Break off, to suddenly stop, like a conversation, a relationship, negotiations, to separate a piece from something, to end communication or contact with someone. We were all shocked to hear that she had broken off her engagement to Richard. He started a new life after high school, and he broke off all ties with his old friends. It was impossible to come to an agreement, and they eventually just broke off all negotiations. If the handle breaks off, you can use some glue to fix it. Do you mind if I break off a little piece of your cookie so that I can taste it? Sure, I don't mind. Wait a minute. That's not a little piece of my cookie. That's half of my cookie. But it's okay. Go ahead. I'll just go get another one. Break through, to overcome a physical barrier, to make an important discovery, to express an emotion suddenly, to overcome an emotional barrier. The sun finally broke through the clouds, and we were able to have our picnic in the park. The speaker told a funny joke, and laughter broke through the tension in the room. Scientists and researchers have broken through in cancer treatment studies after years of research. The firemen were able to break through the locked door just in time and saved all the people in the house. Therapy helped her to break through her emotional barriers. If you plant that tree there, when it grows, the roots will break through the concrete and possibly cause damage to your house. Oh boy, look at this. I told you not to plant that tree there, but you did. And here's what it looks like today. Okay. Break away, to separate from a group, to become independent, either political or organizational, to free yourself or escape control, to disassociate yourself from something or someone. She decided that it was time for her to break away from toxic people and relationships. He chose to break away on his own and pursue his dream to become an actor. A few of the best and most talented employees broke away from the parent company and started their own small business. He struggled for years to break away from his bad habits, but finally he succeeded. My manager wants us to work together to come up with some new innovative ideas and break away from the old traditional practices. So that's what we're working on all week this week together. Break even, to neither lose nor gain money. After paying all the company expenses and salaries, we just broke even. She didn't make a profit in her first year, but at least she broke even. We had to offer a variety of sales, promotions, and discounts just to break even last year. Oh, everything was on sale. And who doesn't love a sale? Oh, that's the end. Okay, good. So I hope that helped you. If it did, you can subscribe to the channel, put a like on the video, leave a comment down below. If you guys need help fast with your English learning, you can get yourselves a copy of, you know what, Basic English. This is the 4th edition. It tells us that right here. Published and distributed everywhere in the world by McGraw-Hill. If you get a copy of this workbook, I want you to start on the first page and complete every page right through to the end of the workbook. The answer key is at the back to support you while you are learning. If you need help with your verb tenses, everybody tells me they have so much difficulty with verb tenses. I don't know why. It's so easy. You can get yourselves a copy of English verb tenses. If you get a copy, I want you to start on the first page, complete the whole workbook right to the end, and the answer key is at the back to support you while you are learning. Both these lovely books are available everywhere online, including Amazon, which makes it very easy for you to find it there. So that's all I have to say for now. I will go start working on your next phrasal verbs lesson. So for now, I wish you guys a good night. And how do I get out of here? Okay, have a good night. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.